It's your boy, Tank Be Chopping. We back with another video. Today, so let me adjust my camera a little bit. I'm like not even centered. What if I just move this way? Just do this. Sorry guys, I gotta bear with me a little bit. We done moved some things around here in the office. I'm trying to get everything situated again. But nonetheless, guys, we are back with another YouTube live. Trying to fix this a little bit still. I don't know. Yo, what y'all think? Y'all think we look good? Where we at? Let's get active. Make sure to smash that like button if you're in here. Let me know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me good, cool. And if you can't, let me know. That way I can speak up, or I can move this mic, turn this mic up a little bit. But today, guys, we're going to be talking about the new Babyliss Pro LithiumFX Plus. So check it out. Here it is. And as you can see, straight off the bat, let me move this back a little more. Okay, I like that right there. All right. Yeah, that's better. I think that's better. What y'all think? Y'all think this video looks good right here? Uh-oh, don't fall. All right, we good. All right, we're Gucci. All right. So once again, guys, here is the Babyliss Pro LithiumFX Plus. As you can see, it comes equipped with the gold the gold wedge blade. It's not a fade blade. It is slightly different. It's a gold wedge blade. What's up? What's good, Jonas Nabong? Let me know if you can hear me good. Let me know if y'all can hear me good, guys. I think I started a little early, but nonetheless, we still in here talking about this clipper right here. I said it a couple times, the Babyliss Pro LithiumFX Plus. So here is the box right here, as y'all can see. And here is the clipper. So, all right. So, like I said earlier, guys, it does come with the gold wedge blade on there, as you can see. Compared to the older model, because they do have this released previously, and it's not as good. I don't want to say it's not as good. It's just an older model of the clipper, right? So, with that being said, this one is better than the older model of the clipper. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I really think that it's 100% better than the other clipper. We back clear as day. All right, man. Just making sure y'all can hear me. But so I think it's better than the other clipper. Now, I've had a lot of people asking me, like, do I think it's better than the low pros? Now, me personally, I still feel that the low pros are a better clipper. Now, I'm not trying to take anything away from this clipper. I'm not saying this is a bad clipper. I'm not saying that the low pros are superior, but in my eyes, they are a little better. You know what I'm saying? But this does debulk hair really well. You know what I'm saying? I was actually impressed with the way it debulked hair, because when you turn it on, let me turn it on for y'all. It doesn't sound like super loud, as y'all can hear. It's not a super loud clipper, but the motor's there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still really, it works really well when it comes to debulking. Hey, what's good, Chris, the clipper guy? I see you, man. Clipper guru, you know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, when it comes to debulking, it actually debulks really well. You know, when it comes to fading, I can fade with almost any clipper, but I feel that this clipper really faded easily for me. When it comes to just the runtime on it, I want to say, don't quote me on this, guys, but I want to say I did about 3 or 4 hours before I had to charge it. And it charged pretty quickly, you know what I'm saying? And I only charged it one time, and ever since then it's been working pretty good. I haven't had to recharge it since. I've only used it. I used it all day Saturday, and I used it earlier today. But other than that, guys, I haven't really used it too much. Now, I do want to let y'all know that this isn't an extensive review. This is just me talking about this clipper here slightly. So I see right now we got 11 people in the room. So please, guys, if you're in here, please make sure to smash that like button one time for your boy. What's good, Desmond? What's good? But y'all make sure to smash that like button, man. We're going to be in here talking about this clipper for about 30 minutes or so. So if you have any questions about the new Babyliss Lithium Plus, or I'm sorry, the LithiumFX Plus. I keep getting messed up with the name because it's like a long name for me. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. We can talk about it. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we can talk about on this video about this clipper. So like I was saying, guys, it does go through any type of hair. I did not get to put it in my previous video. What's up, Concise the Barber? I did not get to put this in my previous video, but I did shape up an afro, you know what I'm saying? So I did a whole fro shape up with this clipper, and it was mown through the hair. Like I showed some people the other day, and they're like, man, you should have put that in the video. I know I should have put it in the video, but the reason why I didn't was because I started to run behind, you know what I'm saying? My next client was there, so I didn't really get to take my time and record it like I wanted to. So I just shaped the fro. That's all I recorded, and then I just basically trashed the footage. Waiting on mine to come in. How you like the weight? The weight it's solid, man. It's not as heavy as the Low Pro, but it's not as light as the Rebel, and I really like that because I like the Rebel a lot, but I don't like the weight of it. To me, it's too light. Now, it does put out a good product, but just to me, the weight's too light. Now, I think this is slightly heavier than the Rebel, but it's not as heavy as the Low Pro, so it's somewhere in between, and I really like that a lot. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. When you turn it on, it doesn't feel as powerful as the other clipper. So I'm gonna turn it on once again for y'all. So when you turn it on, it doesn't sound like there's gonna be a lot of power. But I promise you guys, I promise you, it's got power. It debulks hair and it cuts good. You know, it just cuts good all in all. What's good, Ash? I have the original. Why would I upgrade to this one? For one, it's got an upgraded motor. For two, it's got a new battery in it. For three, we got the clicky lever in it. And then it just looks nicer in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the box also, guys. So when I say, you know, it's got the newer thing. So as you can see, it says new gold titanium wedge blade. So the other one didn't come with the gold titanium wedge blade. New 5 detent taper control. So that's new. The other one didn't come with that. New long life ball bearing DC motor, 6,500 RPMs. So obviously that's something newer than what the other one didn't have. The ergonomic house gripping is exactly the same. It's the same shape as the other one, so it's not too much different on that. It's got a new lithium battery and a new LED low battery indicator. So it is an upgrade from the older model. What's good, Slick the Barber? What's good, Mo? Hey, what's good, man? Hey, it was good seeing you the other day at the Tomb 45 class, man. It was nice meeting you, bro. Definitely can see Tomb 45 making a power clip for this. Yeah, man. I think they can. I think they can capitalize on that because the good thing about this clipper is it's not too long. You know what I'm saying? Like some clippers are already kind of lengthy. So when you add that power clip, it makes it a little more longer, and sometimes it throws off the balance. So I like that this one isn't too lengthy. Now a lot of people have been asking me like, what do I compare this to? And it's hard to me to it's hard for me to compare it, but I know it doesn't sound weird because I kind of trashed this clipper, but I want to say it's like a better version of the fast feeds. Like it sounds like the motor sounds similar to the fast feed motor. I'm not saying it's the same exact motor or the same RPMs or whatever, but just for me, it just gives me like fast feed type vibes. You know what I'm saying? So basically like fast feed slash magic clip type vibes, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me being me, man. Like I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing, man. Like y'all don't gotta buy this clipper if y'all don't want it, but I'm just being honest with y'all. What do you think about Sean and Fawn yesterday, bro? I liked it, man. It was good. It was a good class. They really down to earth people. Thank you, bro. It was nice seeing you. Already, bro. How you like the width of the click lever? The click lever is perfect for me, man. Like I can easily, you know what I'm saying, do this and that, and it doesn't bother me at all. Salute Tank, great channel. To be honest, this seems like a money grab by Babeless. I can understand how people think that or why people say that. But really, man, like what company isn't trying to make money? You know what I'm saying? And I get it, man. Like I've seen the older version of this one. I actually had the older version of it, and I actually liked it. But I seen another, I guess, a Conair version of it, which if you know, Babyliss is owned by Conair, right? So I think they have like the lower end, which was the Conair version, and then the one that came out previously was a step up. And I think this one is more aimed towards barbers, and for the right reasons. Like it works, man. Like it really does debulk the hair well. It really does cut through hair well, and it really does fade well. And that's just me being 100% honest with y'all. Fast feed quarters are trash. I only use it to take down bulk. I get it, man. They're not the best. Excuse me. They're not the best clipper. You know, I get it. I haven't used them, or I'm lying. I used them like twice since I filmed my filmed my review, but they're going around the shop right now. I'm gonna interview the rest of the guys at the shop, see what they think about them. I have one of my guys, my boy Germ. He says he likes it. He just thinks the lever is a little weird, but he gets the haircut done really well with it. My boy Joe does really good with the clipper also. So I know that clipper's not for everybody, but I think it can get the job done. I know what Babeless is dropping at the expo. Man, I don't think you know what Babeless is dropping at the expo, man. And if you do, let me know, because I'm curious. Babeless is doing what everyone else is doing. Osher came out with a fast feed. There's like 8 different masters. Yeah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, and so Babeless has great clippers right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like the Custom FX or the Gold FX, whatever you want to call it. Those are like, you know, like almost 200 bucks, right? Then you got the low pros that are almost 200 bucks also. So these are a good clipper and a little and slightly more affordable. Now I'm not 100% sure on the price. I want to say they're like one. Ah man, don't catch me lying, man. But I want to say anywhere between. I'll say anywhere between 150 to 170. I'm not 100% sure. Now that is cheaper, and I know you're probably thinking, man, that's still kind of pricey. But you gotta think about it, man. With the way the economy's going right now, the way everything is getting raised in prices, I don't think that's a bad price for this clipper, man. It's actually a good clipper it's actually a good clipper for the price in my opinion. I'll DM you. Yeah, DM me, man. Send me a picture if you got a picture of that thing too. I like my fast feeds. You truly got to treat them like the old fast feeds. Don't go crazy fast with them. I get it, man. I get it. It's up to all the barbers out there grinding, trying to make a decent living. For sure, man. Shout out to my boy Trey J Blends. I wish the fast feeds would have been heavier and the lever didn't have such a big transition. Yeah, man. I don't know what the reason for that extra, like, couple centimeters at the end. I am wondering what JRL is up to. Yeah, I seen my boy Cuts by Reggie post something about JRL. I didn't see them post anything, so you know that's kind of crazy to see what they were talking about or whatever. But anyways, guys, getting back to this clipper. If you watched my last video on this clipper, you know that I was talking about the charging port. The charging port wasn't my. I wasn't too fond of it, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't too happy about it, and that's just my personal preference. To some people, that it may not be an issue. To some people, they may be like, bro, like you're tripping. You're just, you know, talking, you know, for no reason about that point. But it was just, like I said, guys, I have the FX3 clipper, trimmer, and shaver, and they all use different chargers, right? And then I have the my Babyliss trimmer, which uses a different charger. My FX, it's not the FX, I'm lying, the Gold FX, you know what I'm saying? And then now this one has a different charging port. Now I get it, they're different clippers, they're designed differently, but it's like, man, I wish they came real similar to using the same type of charging cord. You know what I'm saying? I wish it came with a charging dock. It doesn't have a charging dock now, but if you want me to be honest with you guys, I think they're gonna be releasing some more charging docks here soon for the rest of their clippers. Do you like the Wedge Blades better on the Low Pro or this Lithium? Honestly, I like it better on the Lithium. It might be the graphite Wedge Blade that I might not be too fond of. I might like this one a little better because I actually have the Wedge Blade on my custom FX and I really like it. So we got 23 people in here, man. I want y'all to give me some likes, you know, run them likes up real quick. I remember getting the original Babeless when it was Conair cordless at Ross for 30 bucks, and it was the best back end for the price. Yeah, was it the one that looked really similar to this? Like it was the same body style, but instead of Babyliss Pro on it, it said Conair. I had someone, I think my boy Juan Cardova sent me a picture of him with it, and he actually had the original version of it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's who it was. Number one clipper for me so far is the Rebel. Rebel's a great clipper, man. I like the Rebel. I'm just not too fond of the noise. I wish it was slightly quieter, but I'm sure that has a lot to do with the casing. But other than that, man, the Rebel is a good clipper, you know, and I still use it, you know, I don't know if I use it every day, but I use it a lot. Yeah, same style in Conair. Yeah, man, that was a good clipper. Well, I didn't have the Conair version. I had the Babyliss one, and that one worked pretty good. What blade are you using on the Low Pro right now? So I have two pairs of Low Pros, guys. I have a Fade blade on my Low Pros, and I got the Wedge blade, on my Low Pros. And I actually use both. I feel that the Wedge blade is a little better for debulking, a little better for like all around cutting. But when it comes to like fade work, I use the one with the Fade blade. And that's just my opinion. Hey Mo, how did you like that? Have you tried the trimmer out yet, man? Let me know what you think about that trimmer that we were talking about yesterday. I don't understand why they call this blade a wedge blade. The wall wedge blade is totally different. I'm assuming because so you see this little how it divots down. I'm assuming that's why they call it a wedge blade. It's flat and then it starts to go in. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that's why they call it the wedge blade, but I'm assuming that's why they call it a wedge blade. But nonetheless, man, does it really matter? Like, everyone's fade blade is different. Everyone's taper blade is slightly different. So it is what it is, man. They're going to call it what they want, and it's more about just getting a good product out, I think. You know what I'm saying? If you have any more questions about this clipper, let me know. We're going to talk about it a little more. So it says, on the box, it says we got a 2-hour runtime. I can't attest to it being exactly 2 hours, but I will say that it lasts at least 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because obviously, guys, I haven't ran this continuously for 2 hours to check, but throughout the day, the way I'm using it, turning it off, turning it back on, it's lasted me a good amount of time. I want to say it lasted me like 5 or 6 hair. I'm not 100% sure, guys. I don't want to lie to y'all, but it lasted me a good amount of haircuts, and I know it was more than 2 hour use. Now, mind you, that's not continuous cutting with this clipper. So if you can get 4 or 5 haircuts out with this clipper without having to charge it, I think that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. The grip housing on it, I like the way it grips. I like the way it feels in your hand. I like the click lever a lot. I feel like it's an upgraded lever. And basically, the motor, people been asking me like what type of motor it is, guys, and I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, man. Like, your boy is not too tech savvy when it comes to, or I don't even know if that's the proper word, tech savvy. I'm just not too smart when it comes to talking about motors and such. But it does say it's a long life ball bearing DC motor, and it says it's got 6,500 RPMs. So with that being said, I haven't tested it yet, but when I do my actual review, I will be letting y'all know about that and how I think about the motor and whatnot. Because right now, guys, I've only been using it for a couple days, but I did want to come on live and just talk to y'all a little bit about this because yesterday when I was at Fort Worth Barber Supply, a lot of people were asking me what I thought about it. The workers there at the Barber Supply store and a lot of the people who were there in the audience, and they was asking me what I thought about it. So I wanted to come on live and talk to y'all about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Does it heat up more than the Low Pro? Yeah, my Low Pro doesn't heat up at all, man. Have you tried using any of your corded clippers lately? I even want to see it. It was so quiet and powerful. Nah, man, honestly, bro, I don't have any corded clippers anymore. I don't know where they're at, man. My daily clippers right now, before I got this Lithium FX, was my custom FX, the Low Pros, the Rebels, and the Apex. The wedge blade is a fade blade and a taper blade put together. Yeah, I guess you can call it that. Does it heat up one? I already answered that. Will it replace the Low Pro? I don't think it'll replace the Low Pro. I feel that. So if I had to compare, I would compare it to like the Wall Senior and the Wall Magic clips. So the Low Pro is like the Wall Senior, the more durable, stronger clipper, and then the Lithium FX Plus is more like the Magic clips. Like, it's a good clipper, not as powerful, but it still gets the job done really good. Doesn't feel as premium, but it works. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I like to compare it. Let's see. Did you end up grabbing the JRL trimmers? Nah, I didn't, man. I was telling my wife about it today. I'm like, man, I should have grabbed them, but I want to see what JRL is doing first before I grab them trimmers. I might message them Fort Worth Barber Supply and go ahead and tell them to send me a pair, and I just, see if I can get them on payments. You know what I'm saying? Flayed blade and taper blade seems like the fusion is. Yeah, I think it's just different names for the blades, guys. Do motors, DC motor, most likely rotary motor. Hey, I appreciate that concise because I'm not that, I'm not that, I don't want to say I'm not that smart, but for the lack of words coming to my head right now, I'm not that smart when it comes to stuff like that. It's just brushless, which means it doesn't lose power even if it's dying. Okay, so my boy concise said it's basically a rotary motor that's brushless that's not gonna lose power. Basically, what clipper do you think is the best right now? If you could have, if you could any what if you could, I guess if you could have on, oh, okay, if you could only have one. Oh man, if I can only have one clipper, so man. All right, so if I can only have one clipper, honestly, it'd probably either be the Low Pro or the Rebel. And I know you're like, man, those are two different clippers. They just do different things or whatever. But the reason why I say that is because they're both super powerful. I like the blades both of them come with for different reasons. And they work well. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're good all around clippers, right? Now the Low Pro is a little heavier, so for me, I like heavier clippers, so it's cool. Now for other people, they may not like a heavier clipper, so they may want a lighter clipper, which that way they'll go with the Rebel. But me personally, I think I would pick the Low Pro if I had to only pick one. The total battery life in this Lithium isn't a long life. I'm confused on the 150-hour total battery life. What are you talking about, Trey J? Who said 150-hour total battery life? I'm looking at the box. Oh, I think you're saying so in all, right? So in all, once you use this for more than I guess 150 hours, it's gonna start messing up due to the battery. And I don't know what the specs are on other batteries, but I'm assuming most lithium ion batteries are the same. I kind of want to try them JRLs. I got something crazy inside of my custom FX clipper right now. Shh. I got you, man. Yeah, the Babeless version of it, I guess, and then on the Fusion Blade was like that. Okay, how you like it, the Apex? The Apex, they're cool, man. I used them today actually to cut earlier. I was cutting my sons up earlier, and I used it to cut them. It's a good clipper, man. It's just I don't know if it's because the cutting blade on the Apex isn't the same as the cutting blade on the Rebel, and I just feel that the Rebel still cuts a little smoother, and it might be the cutting blade. If you can only have one clipper, one trimmer, and one shaver for the rest of your career, what would it be? This is gonna be a hard one. Oh man. Oh man. So just one clipper, one trimmer, and one shaver, right? That one's tough, man. You got me thinking about that one. I don't want to say anything because I'm not too positive yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100% sure what I'd want to pick yet, so I don't know, man. Smash that like button, fellas. Yes, sir. What's up to Bearded Vato? Smash that like button, man. We got 24 people in here. We got 24 likes. I appreciate that. Y'all know this video, we're going to get some more views once I publish it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, after I do that, the views start to run up, and that's cool. But back to this clipper, guys. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on for y'all again. We're going to check out that gold wedge blade. We're going to check out that clicky lever. Turn this thing off for y'all. So another downfall, I don't want to say downfall because this may just be my opinion. This may not be everybody's opinion. But the on and off switch, man, I wasn't too fond of that. Like when you're cutting, it's kind of hard to like maneuver your way down to turn it on and off. Like it feels like it might slip out of your hand. So you might have to use two hands to turn it on and off. But to some people, that may not be a big deal. To me, it's not really a big deal. But I just wanted to make sure that I let y'all know about that. Let me go to some of these questions. What would you rate the Lithium FX out of all Babyliss clippers? Where would you place it? I would. Oh man, that's tough. So when it comes to the Babyliss clippers, I seen a post that Dennis actually did. They're all different and they're used for different things. Like he said, like for instance, I don't know the exact clipper he paired with it, but like the FX3s were like the sports cars. The gold FX was like the superhero, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So they're all different in their own way. And any of their like newer clippers, like the FX3s, the gold FX, the low pros, or the lithium FX, I think if you get any four of those clippers, you can be an elite barber and give out elite style cuts with any four of those clippers, right? Because they're all good. Now they have different pros and different cons, so it's just based on what you want and how you feel. But me personally, where would I place it? So I place it 3. I place it 3 after the low. Currently, I would say the low pros are number 1. The gold FX or whatever the metal FX, whatever you want to call them, those would be number 2. And then I would place these at number 3. And then I'd place the FX3s is number 4. And the only reason why I like my FX3s a lot, but the only reason why I place the FX3s below these is because for one, the guard system, I'm not too big on them guards. You know, them guards are a little weird, like having to put them on and off. And I don't like that they're different guards. And then also the lever being right here in the middle. It's not a big deal, but it is a different type of lever, different style clipper. So it's kind of iffy to me. So that's the only reason why I put that at number 4. Now I'm not saying it's a bad clipper because the FX3 is still a great clipper and I still use it all the time. Well, not all the time, but I still use it at least every week. What's your favorite shaver right now? My favorite shaver is the FX3. I think I'm gonna like the ergonomic of the clipper. Yeah, for sure, man. It's a good clipper. Ergonomics is similar to the Ergo. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the Ergo. That's what my one of my boys at the shop said. Loving my low pros already, man. FX3 shaver is the best around shaver. I agree. I agree, guys. I agree with y'all with some of the stuff that y'all saying. And if y'all are interested, guys, if you haven't copped this clipper and you want to clop it, I said clop it. If you want to cop this clipper and you haven't copped it, you can actually go to the Babyliss Pro website. You can actually use my discount code TANK10. Save yourself a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? And you can also do that on the Custom FX app. So if you're trying to get a custom FX clipper, trimmer, shaver, or the whole thing, you can use my discount code, save yourself some money. I want to try the Ergo. Is it a good clipper? Yeah, man, the Ergo is a good clipper, man. I personally like the ergonomics of the original Ergo better than the X Ergo, but they're both good clippers. I tried the Fusion Blade on my low pro and other blades. I haven't tried the Babeless Fade Blade, but I just can't get over get with it over the Rebel. The Rebel seems to get me through cuts faster. Haven't put my low pros down. So yeah, man. So it's always gonna be about preference, guys. So everything I say is just my opinion and my preference. Like, I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to put any clipper company above any other clipper company, or I think any clipper is better than any other clippers. These are just my opinions. These are just what I feel. This is just what I feel works for me in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be, excuse me, it might not be the same for everybody else, and that's perfectly fine. Like, we can all have difference of opinions. We could all think some clippers work better than others, and that's cool as long as we all respect it. You know what I'm saying? Tank, you say you're doing a clipper giveaway right now? Nah, I ain't doing no clipper giveaway, man. What you talking about? What you talking about, man? Yeah, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know if there is any difference between the gold Babeless fade blade and the graphite fade blade? I think the graphite fade blade runs cooler, but I think the gold one is more hypoallergenic. I think that's the only difference right now. I haven't tried the Rebel, but Low Pro is real close to replacing my faithful senior. So when I used the Low Pros, I took the senior and the JRL off my station. So if y'all been watching your boy, if y'all see my station, y'all know I have a bunch of clippers on my stations at all times. You know what I'm saying? And the JRL is one of those clippers that I didn't appreciate it a lot when I first got it. It took me a while to start learning it and getting better with it. And I think the more I used it, the more I liked it. You know what I'm saying? But once I used my Low Pros, I actually said, you know what? I don't need these two clippers because I'm moving efficiently and fast enough for my Low Pros. And once again, guys, this is my opinion. Now, the JRL is still a great clipper. I would still say the JRL is probably top 5 clippers of all time right now. Well, cordless clippers of all time. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, is best. Not everyone have the same touch. For sure, man. Like, some people don't like the Rebels or the Low Pros. They prefer the Wall Senior still, or the Magic Clips, or the Masters, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, man. And that's cool. Like, everyone can have a difference of opinion. That's the good thing about, having so many options to choose from, and just being able to pick whatever tool you would like to use. You can have your own opinion, and you can still put out good cuts, and it is what it is, man. Like, this is my opinion. Now, when it comes to this clipper, though, I guarantee you can put out a good haircut with this clipper, because I don't know if y'all watched my latest video. Matter of fact, you need to go watch this video that I did with this clipper, my unboxing and my initial thoughts. I got through a few haircuts with it. Icy. I'm going to record a little bit with these tomorrow and the following day. I'm going to record with these a little bit for the next couple of days, because I want to put out some tutorials with this clipper. What do you say? You took the JRO off the station. Oh, man, I'm going to have a hard time letting them go. I let go of my ergos already. Yeah, I let my ergos go too, man. Like, I bring them out every now and then, but I just don't use them as much. What's up, Big T? But yeah, man, these are just my opinions, guys. And I'm not going to lie. Like, is this my go-to 100% clipper all day, every day? As of right now, no, it's not. But I'm using it because, for one, I want to give y'all a good, honest review on this clipper. I don't like, like bullshitting and telling y'all BS. I want to be able to tell y'all my honest opinion. And as of right now, no, it's not my favorite clipper, but it is a good clipper. I can see how it will be a lot of people's favorite clipper. I can see people buying this because it's more affordable than other clippers, and I can see people using this for long term. And that's just my opinion, guys. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Clippers don't cut hair, barbers do. Yes, sir. Do you feel like the Low Pro trimmers are more ergonomic than the regular FX trimmers? So I like them both, but yes, the Low Pros fit better in your hand, I think. And if you have a smaller hand, it's gonna fit a lot better, and it's gonna be easier for you to maneuver them. Most people don't like the wall cordless Legend, but with the ceramic stagger tooth blade, it's fire. I didn't like the cordless Legend, man. I still love my JRA, and you're perfectly right by doing that. It's still a good clipper. If there's one thing I wish Babeless worked on just a bit more, different options of cutting blades. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't even know how many cutting blades they have. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lie to y'all. But nonetheless, guys, I think Babyliss comes out with, and y'all gonna hear me say Babyliss or Babeless. I switch it up. But I think they come out with good tools, man. Honestly, like, I'm not being biased. I know a lot of people were like, dude, you only say that because you use those clippers. But I honestly feel that, in my personal opinion, as of right now, Stylecraft / Gamma and Babyliss are the top 2 newer clipper companies right now. Now, I know there's still a lot of people using Wall Seniors, a lot of people still using Masters, Legends, you know what I'm saying, stuff of that nature. But I just think, like, of the newer companies that are out right now, I feel like Babyliss, and even though Babyliss has been around for a while, I still feel that it's a newer company. But yeah, I feel like Babyliss and Stylecraft and Gamma are going to be taking over the game here shortly. Seems like a new clipper is coming out almost every week. For sure, man. I feel you on that. You think Wall should move more to the click lever? Would that appeal? Oh, I can't speak. You think Wall would move more? Should move more to the click lever? Do you think that would appeal more to younger cats? Probably, but I don't think Wall is known for using the click lever, so I don't think they would do it because I don't think too many people would like that. Because the people who normally buy walls are the people who've been buying walls for a good amount of time. Is it just my low pro, or do Babeless clipper take a long time to charge? I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. It shouldn't take that long. Caliber's cool, D Styles, but I just don't feel that they're up there yet. Now, I'm not saying they're not close. Like I like their 50 cal BMG clipper was one of my top 3 clippers, you know, of last year going into this year. Still a good clipper. I still use it every once in a while, and I still love it. But I just don't know if they're up there just yet. Juan and Andis are falling behind. Juan and Andis are falling behind, but they're not because they still have a group of barbers that are going to continue to buy their product. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going based off a name and based off brand recognition, and they have great products. And you know what I'm saying? But yes, I understand that you feel that they may fall off, and they may here shortly. Maybe within like the next 5 years, they may start, their sales may start dwindling down. They're going to have to start doing something new and innovative just to give their clippers and their clippers and their machines a new, some new flavor. You know what I'm saying? Babeless does take a long time to charge. That's why it's best to have backups. I normally try to get 2 of every clippers. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a clipper I really, really like and I'm going to use long term, I try to get 2 of them. For instance, when I first got my ergos, I actually got like 3 pairs of ergos. When I first got my gold FX, I had the gold FX, the silver FX, and the rose gold FX. You know what I'm saying? When I got my masters, I had 2 pairs of masters. So yes, if it's a clipper you really like and you're going to use long term, it's best to get at least 2 pairs of them. In my opinion, you don't have to, but I'm just saying. What clip with 245? Magic clip with 245 battery or Rebel? I still say the Rebel, man. Juan and Andis compared to Babeless and got like tortoise in here. You know if there will be a charging dock for the low pros? I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to say yes or no, but I believe that's what they're leaning towards. I believe that's something they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I know they wanted to give you that option. So I think, and if I may be wrong, but I think I heard Dennis say that they were coming out with charging docks when I listened to him on the Zero Gap podcast. Not 100% sure, but I believe so. That button placement is trash. Yeah, man. The button placement on the new Lithium FX is kind of, I don't like that either. But if y'all have any more questions, guys, I think I'm going to log off. If you haven't liked this video, make sure to like this video. I know you already subscribed to the channel, but anyone just coming across this video, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Yeah, my low pro clippers take 4 hours to charge. If it doesn't, what? It takes hours to charge. If it does it again, it's going back. I don't know, man. It shouldn't take no 4 hours to charge. That's a lot. Best fade comb. I'm not sure, man. I honestly don't use a lot of fade comb in my, I don't use a lot of that in my system that I got going on. Lithium should have came with a premium guard since it's black and gold. Yeah, but I think the reason why they didn't is because it's supposed to be a more affordable option. So if they throw the new clippers, or I'm sorry, the new guards in there, they're going to have to charge more. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's why they did not do that. Is the Andis Master worth it in 2022? Yeah, I think there's 2 guys in the shop that I'm in right now that still use the Masters every day. That's their go-to clipper, and they put out great cuts with it, man. So if you can learn to use it, because I still use my gold one. I have a gold one, and I have 3 silver ones and a gold one. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think they're still a good clipper. I just think it's just not for everybody. Appreciate you going live. I appreciate you, man. You think the Slimline Pro is still relevant? I don't, man. I used the Slimline Pro maybe like 4 years ago or so, and it's good for what it is, but it's just not as premium as the newer stuff. Now I know some people still use it. Like I was at a class yesterday, I seen Sean Cut's hair still using that low pro, or I'm sorry, not the low pro, the Slimline Pro, and he did what he did with it. I just left Pasadena on my way back to PA already, man. But once again, guys, if y'all have any questions, I think I'm going to log off. Go ahead and ask your last questions before I get off of this thing. Once again, guys, I want to appreciate y'all for joining me on another live. What y'all think? Y'all think I should go live more often? I'm trying to do a live at least once a week, but with my schedule and everything going on, I don't really do it as often as I like. And I want to make sure I have some type of topic when I do go live. So every time I get a new clipper, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Anytime I get a new clipper, that next week, Sunday or Monday, I'm gonna go live and talk about it. Which trimmer is the best for sharp lines? For sharp lines, man, I still think the Gold FX is really good. I think the new FX3s are really good for sharp lines, and I think those two clippers, or I'm sorry, those two trimmers, I think are the best trimmers for sharp lines right now, in my opinion. Yeah, fam, go live for sure, man. I'll start doing lives a little more often, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, and we just, conversing and whatnot. Best trimmer right now, and yes, go live more often if you can. Yeah, the best trimmer right now. So I released a video of my favorite trimmers going into this year, and I picked the what did I pick? Oh, the FX3. I had to think about it. I picked the FX3, and I also picked the wall detailer. And the reason why I picked the wall detailer is, for one, it's super affordable. For two, it's great, man. Like, it debulks hair really well, lines up really well, and it's just a good overall trimmer. And it doesn't get the blessing and the flowers and the appreciation that it should get. So that's why I picked it. And then the FX3, man, those things are just lasers, man. That's why I picked that one as my favorite trimmer also. But I think that's pretty much it for this live, guys. We pretty much covered mostly everything about the new Babyliss Pro LithiumFX Plus. Once again, guys, we got about a 2-hour runtime, and that's not continuous. That's continuous runtime, meaning when you're using this clipper, it should last you longer. It's got the gold wedge blade on it. We got the clicky lever. Hold on. More topics and responses would be a great idea. Okay, cool, man. We'll do some stuff like that. But back to this clipper. Clicky lever on it. Got a new lithium battery on it. It's supposed to last you longer. And nonetheless, guys, great tool to have. I like it. It's in my go-to clipper right now. Probably not yet. I still need to get a better feeling for it and see what I really do with it. But nonetheless, great clipper, guys. I really like it. Debulks well, cuts well. And yeah, guys, if you want to give this clipper a try, you can actually go to the Babyliss Pro website, babellisspro.com. You can actually use my discount code TANK10. And not just on this clipper, but on anything Babyliss related, anything on their website, you can use my discount code TANK10. You can also use my discount code on the Custom FX app. And that's super dope, because if you're trying to get any clippers that are like customized, the customized shaver, the trimmer, you can use my discount code TANK10 and save yourself some money, man. A barber on YouTube said the low pro clipper gets hot, but it never got hot to me. I think it's the insides of it, man. Like, some clippers may get hot and some might. Like, mine hasn't gotten hot yet. When you drop it in LP, got the Switcher House vibe. not anytime soon, man. Not anytime soon. But yeah, like, for instance, this one got hot on me. I don't know if it's gotten hot on everybody, but on me it got hot. But nonetheless, guys, smash that like button. I appreciate y'all for joining, man. I'm out, man. It's getting a little late. I got some stuff I got to tend to. But I appreciate y'all, guys. Once again, hit that like button. If you come across this video later on, make sure you subscribe. And y'all just stay tuned for the rest of these videos, guys. I appreciate y'all.